Have you ever noticed how certain women never flirt in obvious ways? Instead, they observe your awareness quietly. And when you're a man over 50, women behave differently around you. They don't want to look needy. They don't want to seem overly available. So instead of direct signals, they ask specific things. And here's what most men don't realize. When a woman feels attracted to an older man, she almost always asks two very precise questions. They function like hidden messages placed right in front of you. Before I explain them, do me a quick favor. Tap the like button and leave a comment if you've ever missed a woman's signal and only understood it later. Your interaction helps this message reach men who need it. Many men over 50 believe they're invisible to younger women or even to women their own age, but that belief is completely false. Mature men often become more attractive than ever once they understand how female psychology works. The real issue isn't women. It's misinterpretation. It's living your life assuming she's just being friendly when she was actually opening a door. Women rarely express interest openly. They test your emotional steadiness, your presence, and your ability to notice subtle shifts. Feminine psychology operates beneath the surface. And when a woman starts seeing you as someone she can trust emotionally, physically, and intimately, her energy changes from casual interaction to intentional curiosity. She begins asking questions designed to uncover three things: your strength as a man, whether you're grounded or insecure, your emotional and practical availability, and your awareness, meaning your ability to recognize genuine interest. This is exactly when the two essential questions appear. But to understand why they matter so much, you must understand the psychological truth behind them. Many men over 50 expect clear, obvious signs because they grew up in a time when communication was more direct. But women today, even mature women, express attraction differently. They don't say, "I'm attracted to you. I want to get closer. I'm thinking about you romantically." Instead, they explore. Women ask carefully chosen questions to determine whether you're a man they can move toward without risking rejection, because here's the quiet feminine fear, especially with older men. If she shows interest too openly, she worries he'll perceive her as needy. So she disguises her attraction as curiosity. She places it inside questions that seem harmless to a man who isn't paying attention. And if you miss them, she rarely repeats the invitation. Women almost never offer the same emotional opening twice. Feminine psychology is layered. Women use questions the same way men use actions. When a man feels drawn to someone, he offers help, direction, support, or protection. When a woman feels drawn to someone, she asks a question that hints at closeness. There are countless questions a woman might ask in daily life, but only two appear consistently when she's gently exploring intimacy with a mature man. I'll reveal them shortly, but first understand this. She isn't asking because she's trying to investigate your life. She asks because she wants to feel your emotional temperature. She wants to sense, is he calm? Is he steady? Is he open to my presence? Does he stand comfortably in his masculine energy or hide behind politeness? These questions are not about facts. They're about connection. They create a subtle pull between you and her. Think of them as emotional bridges she places carefully to see whether you step onto them with awareness. And when you do, everything shifts inside her. Most men answer these questions literally, but a grounded, self-aware man hears what's beneath the words. Because when she asks them, she isn't collecting information. She's checking alignment. She's checking awareness. She's checking whether you're a man who perceives what lies beneath the surface. When a woman feels drawn to you, she doesn't need proof of money, strength, or stories. She needs to feel that you're conscious, present, and emotionally calm. These two questions matter because they're not random curiosity. They are invitations. The first question she asks a man she desires is designed to uncover one thing: your availability. Not your schedule, but your heart. She wants to sense whether your life has emotional space for her. It's not practical. It's psychological. It's her way of asking, are you open or closed? Can you connect, or are you hiding behind routine? Can I step closer without being pushed away? Women don't like wasting emotional energy, so they test for openness before revealing deeper interest. This first question is her equivalent of a man leaning slightly closer to see whether the woman leans in or pulls back. But most men miss it completely because they assume it's casual conversation. The second question she asks when she desires intimacy concerns your direction, not your career, not your achievements, but your inner direction. She wants to know if your life has purpose, momentum, and masculine stability. Women don't open to men who drift. They open to men who are anchored, men who know who they are and where they stand. This question tells her, is this man emotionally alive? Does he move with stability? Can I feel safe in his presence? Does he have boundaries, or is he floating through life? The second question isn't about details. It's about your core. When she asks it, she's already imagining what closeness with you would feel like. A woman may feel attracted to a man physically, but she only moves toward him when she desires his presence. And this question becomes her doorway into sensing who you truly are. These questions matter deeply for men over 50. By the time a man reaches his 50s or 60s, many women assume something about him. They assume he has already lived most of his emotional life. So they hesitate unless they feel certain they won't become a background character. These two questions, soft, simple, nearly invisible, are her way of checking whether there is space for her and whether the man she desires is moving with purpose or simply existing. You might miss compliments. You might overlook body language. But if you miss these two questions, you miss the moment she's opening a door. And once that door closes, most women never open it again. When a woman wants intimacy with an older man, not just friendly conversation, but emotional and physical closeness, she tests that connection with two specific questions. They appear across cultures, ages, and backgrounds because they come directly from feminine psychology. Here they are. The first question, do you spend a lot of time alone? It sounds harmless, but it isn't. It's her way of asking, is there room for me in his life? Is he emotionally open or closed off? Does he have space for closeness? Or is he sealed inside his habits? She may phrase it differently. Do you usually go out alone? Do you keep to yourself? You seem like a man who enjoys solitude. Is that true? Are you seeing anyone or just doing your own thing lately? This question is never about loneliness. It's about access. A woman asks it only after she's already imagined herself somewhere near your life. She wants to know whether entering your world would feel welcomed or resisted. Most men answer too literally. Yes, I'm alone a lot. Not really. It depends. But a steady man hears the subtext. She's testing openness. She's testing availability. She's testing whether closeness is possible. A balanced response sounds like, I value my space, but I'm always open to good company. Or, I enjoy my routines, but I'm open to something meaningful. That tone creates warmth without neediness, strength without coldness, and that naturally leads to her second question, the one that reveals deeper desire. The second question, what are you looking for these days? This is never casual. It's not small talk. It's not curiosity. It's evaluation. She may phrase it as, what direction are you moving in? What do you want at this stage of life? What are you focused on lately? She's sensing your inner movement. Women don't open to men who wander emotionally. They open to men who move with intention. When a man answers with clarity, she feels possibility. When he answers with uncertainty, she withdraws. Because here's the truth. Most men over 50 never fully realize women don't desire perfection. They desire presence. These two questions measure exactly that. And if you learn to recognize them, you'll never again wonder whether a woman is interested in you. Before you go, support the channel. Comment the phrase, I see the signs. Because women don't test your words, they test your awareness.